What modern social trend pisses you off the most? Glorifying celebrities and treating them like gods. Like, I understand being a fan of someone, but you don't have to create an entire livelihood around them or try to emulate them. This is also how people get into positions of power when they shouldn't be. Spoiler alert, most answers are social media. Public grieving. And berating those who don't grieve publicly. When Chadwick Boseman passed away, people were hounding his co-stars regarding their responses. When Malik B of The Roots passed away, Questlove actually found out by being spammed on Twitter by a bunch of strangers. Imagine finding out one of your closest friends died, because random strangers wanted an immediate response from you. I remember when Nipsey Hussle died, not because I had even heard of him before that, but because everyone was publicly stating how devastated they were. It almost seemed like a competition. People were saying stuff like, I've been supporting him for X amount of years, since the beginning, no one is more upset than me. I honestly found it disturbing. It was like his death was just another trend that people on social media needed to post about. I cringe thinking about Vanessa Bryant finding out about Kobe's crash from TMZ. It's just completely awful. Reminds me of Buddy Holly's wife miscarrying after learning about his death on the radio. Making young children into social media stars. It's fine to share pictures of your kids with friends, but aggressively documenting and marketing your family life for the public at large is creepy. Whenever I see toys at Walmart about that Ryan kid, I just get sad and hope he's as happy as he's portrayed on the box, because I don't think he is. I'm glad I have no idea who this is. The reaction that provokes on me is more cringe than pissing me off, but I am sick of the Forex reacts to Yai videos. It's just so embarrassing to see these people acting out a reaction just to satisfy the actual consumers of the product that is being reacted upon. How everything needs to be on social media. I have to explicitly say to family members, please don't put this on social media at family events, etc. As an example, trying to post that I had gotten engaged on Facebook before I'd even got to tell close family and friends who weren't actually there. Then getting defensive when you say, can you not post that please, rolling eyes face. I think that's what annoys me more, the entitlement of people. Like they have the right to post it and how dare you tell me not to. Lethal or not, I really don't think people have a right to publish recorded content featuring my face or anyone else they want. I'm just so glad the licking things at the store trend is over. It is over, right? Please tell me that's finally done. The guy who licked the deodorant at the start of the pandemic got charged with terroristic threats as far as I know. The celebration of bad attitudes, habits and toxic traits. People would rather be praised for being a villain than to be obscure. People would rather give praise to a villain than to spend a moment not entertained. Family bloggers horrify me. The concept of exploiting your children's lives for views is particularly awful. And because it's a relatively new concept, there are no real laws around child labor or exploitation concerning it. There are YouTubers out there right now who live in mansions worth millions of dollars that they got from shoving a camera in their toddler's face and demanding them to perform for strangers. I can't even imagine the psychological repercussions this will have on these kids in the future. My nieces love that Ryan kid who reviews toys on YouTube. He looks bored and depressed most of the videos. Poor kid. Letting little kids have social media, unsupervised. They are not equipped to handle any of it. So many conflicts spawn out of it. To be honest, most adults cannot handle social media. This obviously hasn't been as big a deal for the last year or so, but the lack of basic etiquette around invitations or even just making plans. People feel absolutely free to not respond until the last minute while waiting for something better to come along, and they don't think it's rude to cancel last minute or just not show up without letting you know. I realized a while back that I was doing this to people, so I put a stop to it. I made myself a personal policy where I run my schedule on a first-come first-served basis. If someone invites me to something and I want to go, I write it down and commit to going. Even if I'm not super excited about going and am I hoping that it gets cancelled. If I don't want to go, I just be honest about it. I'm practically done entertaining for just this reason. I'm tired of planning a party, inviting a bunch of people, and prodding them all the time to RSVP one way or another, so I know how much food to buy and make. Then you get a ton of people RSVP that they're coming, so you make a bunch of food, and less than half of the people that said they were coming actually show up. So now I've spent a bunch of money and time to make sure my guests have plenty to eat and drink, and I end up getting stuck with a fridge full of leftovers even after I send people home with leftovers. It's a disappointing waste. Advertising slowly taking over every single aspect of our lives. I'm not really exaggerating when I say over 90% of the mail and phone calls I get are junk or scams. Data we generate simply by being online being sold to the highest bidder without any real way of stopping it, which in turn fuels more ads. Went shopping more than once at a larger grocery store? Congrats, you now get suspiciously tailored coupons mailed and emailed to you even though you don't remember ever giving them your addresses, meaning it's probably linked to your credit card and banking info. The internet is great for knowledge if you look in the right places and allows discovery of fascinating things, but it does sometimes feel like we sold our souls to somebody for it. Me, buys from Amazon a specific one-off item I don't plan on buying again for 5 to 10 years. Amazon, here's a bunch of ads for this specific item. You should buy some more. I've taken to doing any serious online research for bigger purchases on a secondary web browser in private mode so that Chrome won't as easily flood me with ads. Use DuckDuckGo. I use it with uBlock, and it's a damn near perfect combo. Treating opinion as fact and fact as opinion. That's my truth. Do your research, says someone who watched some YouTube videos on a subject. Edit, since I'm getting a lot of YouTube is actually good for learning comments. Yes, that's true. I've learned a lot of stuff from YouTube too. But my point was that some people weigh their YouTube education higher than people that actually got degrees on the subject and did actual research, like controlled, peer-reviewed experiments with actual quantitative analysis. That's all. Recording strangers to see their reactions. The worst I have seen were some guys that threw a baby doll face down from a bridge in a river. Then they started screaming that a baby was drowning. A shocked man was about to jump in the water to save the kid. They had a laugh and informed him in the last second that it was a prank. Guarantees that this brave man will think twice before he will ever show civil courage again. Buttholes. I just kind of hate YouTuber culture in general. I used to work at a Guitar Center Pro Audio department, which is the hub for pretty much all digital creators in one way or another. USB audio interfaces, microphones, MIDI controllers, etc. And almost every week someone would come in filming, not even subtle, I'm at work looking like hell, and whatever profit or notoriety that comes from me being part of your set without consent will never make it back to me. Can't stand that crap. Original poster replies. Seriously annoying people then saying it's just a prank, bro, is one of the worst things ever to happen to the internet. Exactly. I hate people who disrupt others' days for fun. You can't just buy something now. Everything is a subscription. First it was just Netflix, then it was Dollar Shave Club. Now every TV channel is a separate subscription, every household item wants to send it to you over and over again. Nothing is released physically, so the only way to watch a movie or check out a new album is to pay someone monthly. Services that were offered for free or one-time purchase are rescinded and now offered as subscriptions. It's so obvious that everyone and everything just wants to milk you as long and for as much as possible. And people just buy into it willingly. I know people who spend like $200 a month on crap that was free like 10 years ago. People are even offering themselves on a subscription base now. I can't believe how cool everyone is with watching all their money disappear all the time. Driving while on a cell phone. Driving has always been a little frustrating, but now it's gotten insane. My girlfriend and I can call out with at least 90% accuracy who is on their phone. Abrupt lane changes, 20 miles per hour under the speed limit, swerving, looking at phone and missing a green light for 5 seconds, and, my personal pet peeve, stopping 50 short of a light in a busy intersection during rush hour. Not only is the use common, but the entitlement that comes with it is across the board. Someone waiting at a green light 5 seconds, I do a short honk to alert them, they give me middle finger. Like, yeah, I'm the effing idiot here, I can see you playing on your phone through your back windshield. The other day I had a girl pull across 2 rows of parked cars in a lot and had to slam on my brakes to not smash into her. Instead of saying sorry, she got out of the car, still in the middle of the lane, while still on FaceTime to film me. Like, it's gotten so bad that I don't see any real solution other than videoing all of these people/license plates and sending them to the local police. Edit is what perpetuates this kind of behavior. Web link. Social media influencers asking for free items unsolicited, then when of course they decline they threaten to, and in some cases do, leave bad reviews, forcing the company to have to respond to false allegations for no reason. Reminds me of a story about an influencer who tried to get free food saying that she has over 15,000 followers. The restaurant told her to eat crap because they have over 50,000 followers on their own page, laughing out loud. This is more work related, but it pisses me off how there is now a work culture of always being reachable by email or text for whatever happens. A lot of places expect you to be pretty much on call even when you're not at the office anymore. I worked at an ad agency where days off sometimes didn't even feel like that, because I would still be getting emails about things and was expected to be checking them. There should be some level of balance between work and personal life, and I feel like that is fading because it's becoming more and more socially acceptable to adopt this type of culture. I just had a work meeting yesterday and my boss's boss was in this meeting, and he legit told us to keep our work and personal lives separate as much as we can. We're in IT and sometimes emergencies happen, but if we get an email, text, or phone call after hours and it's not an emergency, they told us to ignore it. And if the same person keeps sending stuff after hours, to let them know, and they'll talk to the person. It's great having bosses that actually care about you and your personal life. Edit, grammar. Posting infographics regarding certain topics to try to prove you're educated on the topic. The whole Instagram influencer thing. Why are we following these people? In general, just the fact that people aren't allowed to be private anymore. All your devices hook up to the internet. Your smartphone tracks you in God only knows how many different ways. Every business wants you to sign up for a rewards account, so they can harvest your contact details. Hell, even my PC and game consoles will rearrange my desktop just to show me advertisements. And if that wasn't enough, people give you strange looks when you tell them you have almost no social media presence, no Twitter, no Instagram, no Snapchat, no Facebook. Not to mention how people just get this confused look on their face whenever I get mad at them because they took a photo/video of me without my knowledge or consent and put it on their social media. Honestly, it shocks me to see how little people care that privacy is disappearing. I don't think it pisses me off, but it baffles me, heavy social media presence by ordinary people. I can't for the life of me understand why I'd follow some random person I've never met. I have actual people in my life, and I'm interested in them. A couple of days ago, I first heard the term momfluencers. Effing really? Why would I base my children's upbringing on the opinions of some twit whose main attribute is the fact that she has time to do this crap? I have minimal social media presence, because why would anybody care to follow me? This isn't low self-esteem, it's just reality. I'm a completely normal, average person and I know it. I don't fool myself into thinking the world at large would benefit from knowing what I think or do on any given day. I don't know if social media creates narcissistic people, or if it just reveals them. Thanks for the awards. Entertainment has eaten everything. Politics, personal relationships, sexual intimacy. The yardstick has become not how good are you at something, but how good of a show are you putting on? Edit, holy cats, this blew up far more than anything else I've ever posted. I guess I touched a nerve. Or a live wire. Thanks to all you folks out there in internet land who freely and generously gave your words to the cause. That people think their lives need to be viewed to be lived. It's like privacy and being private are considered repressive. People are always online, posting about their lives, and everyone wants validation about every aspect of their lives. Just effing live 'em. Social media is a digital zoo. I'm exhausted with how vapid and fake social media is. Influencers. I can't stand the term. It gives whatever dickhead thinks they are famous a feeling of superiority. Plus, everyone seems to be an influencer and not actually engaging in proper life. GRRR. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.